Oh, welcome. Yeah, welcome back, everyone. So today we are going to continue with the career development today. So yeah, and what we were doing last week was CV creation, right? So which we're going to finish today. So because we have another program at 9 o'clock, I would make sure this is quick so that we can start that one early. So last week we started with the CV. We've done the header, right? So today we're going to go into how you can do your um, profile summary, and as well how you can then add some experience to it anyway. So that's what we're going to kind of look into today, right? Okay, so and for those that are new here, anyway, so we have two programs that we are running concurrently right now, which you are still free to kind of join for the next 2 weeks anyway. So we have diploma in IT in software testing and also cybersecurity, as well as Scrum Master and data analysis, and we also have business analysis and data analysis as well, and Scrum Master and project management. So these are the courses that we currently offer right now. So if you are interested in any of these, you can go to that particular link in there, and then you can register. So yeah, so without much ado, we are going to start today's session. Okay, so I'm going to share my Word document that we did last week. So this is where we started last week. So we've spoken about the name. I said use a short version of your name, so Deji, and then also then the address as well. And what we are talking about is now the objective, or if you call it profile summary. Okay, so now what do we do? Right, we assume that we don't know anything, so how do we get this profile summary? So we can use the AI to help us to write it anyway, and after that you can go to maybe a different website to validate or to check what you've done, right? So I'm going to bring ChatGPT up quickly. So 1 minute. This is what I have kind of done this evening, actually. So I just put a prompt here, create a profile summary for a Scrum Master. Okay, let me copy that. So, and I'll put it here, right? Just say create a profile summary for a Scrum Master. Okay, let me put Scrum Master with experience in e-commerce and SharePoint. Okay, okay, let's put on SharePoint, Azure DevOps, and other related roles. So this will create a profile summary for us, and that is it. So, and it's kind of done that here right now. So you can ask it again to refine anyway. So that it's not just, at least you have a different version. Revise this text. So I want to say, okay, can you write it again? And so that, it's totally different. So, and I will do it again. And because I want to get something different that will not be similar to what other people will have got, I can say, revise to look different. Okay, as you can see, that is a different one accomplished. Okay, and if I want, I can say, okay, then revise and add more skills. Okay, as you can see now, it's so it's added the other skills as well. as you just be prompting it so that it doesn't look similar to what other people will have got anyway. So, and you can say, oh, for instance, I don't like this adept because it's so, yeah, replace adept with different word. So there you go. So it's kind of refining. And if you, okay, you can also, I still want to add this. Okay. So, and for instance, I want to add Agile, Scrum, Kanban, etc. Okay. So there you go. So it's going to kind of put that in there. So yeah. So okay. I might need to log in quickly. So with that now, still log out. Okay. So with that, I just need to kind of copy that and put that in that particular summary here. So let me put that out. So this is very, very important now. When you are doing copy and pasting, right? So you see the format can be different, right? As you can see, this format is different from this format. So what you need to do is very, very important for you to look at this. So this particular pop-up here, you can click on it, right? And click on this A, which is to keep it text only, right? So with that, we are able to keep it only as text anyway. So then that is it. So it's, yeah. But another way to do it as well is to, for instance, if I'm here, I would don't do like right click and then I would click on this particular text so that it reserves the format of this particular Word document anyway. Okay, so now is the next thing is your education, right, that you can add. So this is related to you anyway, so you could put the subject and also the course. So for instance, let's say I went to, okay, the first degree, let's say MSc Computer Science. So then the date 2008, university of Edinburgh. Okay. So then I might not need this one anyway. So you can, yeah, you can, to be honest, it might not be necessary anyway. So I can remove that. Then I can put the next one. Yeah. Executive MBA. So date and 2018. This is London City Business School. So, yeah, am I? So if you do have any question, please put it in the chat. I'm happy to kind of look into that. Yeah, or if you want to raise your hand, that's fine. So, and yeah, so we can copy this one again and then replicate that anyway. So, and for me, I think I want to put this one in the top because that is the first 2018. Then, so then I can also say BSc Computer Science. So then 2001 University of London. Okay. So then we come back to the skills and abilities. So from here, from when I go back to ChatGPT, he has already put some skills for me, right? Which I can even add as part of my profile. So I will remove those ones anyway. So I can pull this as a part of the skills that I've got, right? Maybe at the top, yeah. So I can do that. So with that, I don't need this section again, right? So I can remove that. But if you do need it, you can still use it anyway. So I'm going to remove that section, right? And another section that you might also want to add will be the tools. Let me undo that anyway. So maybe you can put tools here. Yeah. So then you can then list different tools that you use anyway, or the Scrum Master will use. So, and for that, I would also go into ChatGPT, right? And I say, list the tools that Scrum Master can use for me, right? So let's say, list different tools that a Scrum Master can use. Okay, so yeah, for instance, you mentioned Jira, Trello, Azure DevOps, and I think those are really fine. So you can just, I think these three should be fine anyway. So the other one, yeah, you don't need to worry about that. So then you have the collaboration, Slack, Teams, and everything anyway. So version 1, blah blah, testing, yeah, you don't need the other ones anyway. So I think for a start, I would say that you can just copy this two, right? And we can remove the rest anyway. So one, I copied that and I put it in there. So the same way, like I said, I would do it in text only, right? So, and that is broken. I need to bring it back. Okay, we're done. That's so I need to bring this into text only. Okay, I think that is kind of broken. So let's do it again. Okay, that is better. So now I can remove that management and that's it. So this is what I want. So I can remove this one as well. Okay, so that everything is clean and tidy. So another thing that you want to ensure that this profile page fits on the front page of your CV, right? Then your experience will start on the next page anyway. So with hold on, so another thing you need to ensure that you keep the format the same. So as you are editing, so you don't change the format. So it's very and it's very neat as well. So like that. So now project management one. So I might just bring that in like that. So and for instance, Jira, you're going to within our program, you will be shown Jira. Trello is similar to Jira anyway, so and it's not difficult to learn. Azure DevOps, you know it very well. So the rest, they're not kind of important. Even Monday.com is just making wave anyway. So collaboration, right? Slack is like normal Twitter to even within the IT, so you can also learn that. You will also be you will be using Teams, and I think you can learn that within the program. So and the same thing with Confluence and Miro as well. So and I think this is good. You got project management tools and collaboration tools as well. So and if you have experience with other tools, you can add anyway. So the next is now experience. So your first experience, right, you can add. So let's say job title is Scrum Master. And the name of company. I want to speak to people that got experience in, let's say, abroad, right? Let's say you have experience in Nigeria, for instance, right now. So for, let's say, bank, let's say you work for GT Bank, okay? And some people will put GT Bank, Lagos, Nigeria. And the date from, let's say, 01, 02, 01, 2016 to current. So this is really, really not great, to be honest. So this, you shouldn't do this anyway, because this is what people will not say, I don't have UK experience. But you don't have UK experience because you put that in there. So one thing I can tell you, right? So first, right, GT Bank is GT Bank. Remove Lagos, remove Nigeria, right? So when they ask you where GT Bank, even during interview or anything, then you can actually say, yeah, GT Bank is in Nigeria. Okay. For now, GT Bank, just put GT Bank. And then also the date from, right? You don't need to put the day, okay? So you can just the month and then to instead of current, present. Okay, that is what you need to do right in here. So, and the next thing that you want to add is now your responsibility. We're going to also ask our friend ChatGPT to help us with that anyway. So let's say we say, okay, right, some responsibility of a Scrum Master. Working in and working with e-commerce. Okay, let's say working on an e-commerce project with tools like Azure DevOps, then also Jira, and let's see SharePoint. So I think we put some of these skills at the top and so that we can use them. So there's Confluence, Miro, and Slack. Okay, so let's put Confluence as well. And Slack. So yeah. So as you can see now, it's bringing that in there. So for me, I really don't like this. So even if I do copy it, I need to remove that, because if you have something like that in your CV, so please remove it, because it just shows that you just copy and paste from ChatGPT anyway. So, and yeah. So, and I can say remove subtitle, right? Remove subtitles. Okay, there you are. So, and you just need to kind of make sure that you own it, you change it, you make sure that, yeah. So, and after you've done that, you also look into that, change it to what you want and everything. And also, yeah, don't just copy and paste. And so you can look at and say, okay, yeah, yeah. So also use Power Words. So as you can see now, it's changing the words, and so that it's not just, yeah. So make me a leader and as well as a doer. Okay. So as you can see, it's changing that, it putting everything. Before you know, this will be your own one, right? And you can actually own it and you can see, okay. So once we have that covered, right, you can copy that and we can paste it, right? So into our CV, right, in here. So I've removed that one and I can paste this one. Oh, okay. I think that it didn't copy. So let's another thing also, yeah, I think I don't think this copy really is good anyway. So let's try that and see what we see. And yeah, so because the last time I used it, it didn't come out nice, right? So let's see. Oh, that didn't even copy. What's that? So maybe it's because I've not actually. Oh, okay, that's copied. So why is that not working? 1 minute. Let's go back again. Okay, all right. That's better. So, okay, I'm going to remove that again. So I'll right click and copy the text. Okay, that is mine done, right? So yeah, so that is one thing that I have done here. So the next thing now is for me to add the project, okay? So, and this is also important, yeah. So projects that I worked on, right? So you need to list different projects, okay? Right, so let's see if ChatGPT can help us, okay? And adding my project, my e-commerce project to the CV, create a description for me. Okay, so this is okay. This is description. Okay, sustainable led, blah blah blah. Yeah, so that is yeah. As you can see, yeah. So I don't need all this information, right? So, but I need the one that's got all those buzzwords and everything. So I can copy this, right? So yeah, compressive. Yeah, so I can put that in the project section, right? So okay. So and I can change that. Okay, I think that's fine. So then, so the next one is tools that are used on this in this particular uh, project. So and I can add this one as, so let's say Azure DevOps. So and I can put a pipe. What else? Jira. So yeah, another thing that's very important is this particular tools, right? It's not something that you normally use on one project, right? Because there are alternative tools, right? If you are using Azure DevOps on the same project, you might not use Jira. Do you get it now? So, which is fine. You can have two projects. Like for instance, this can be project e-commerce. And okay, so you can also have another project again, right? Maybe two. So this one can be, yeah. So you can say you use Azure DevOps on that one, right? So, and you can do something like that, yeah, on this one. So for these two, I use Azure DevOps. Whereas for this particular tool, I use Jira, right? So, and that also is possible as well to differentiate. And both of them, I use Slack, okay? And maybe this could be Slack and this one could be Confluence, okay? So, and also you could use Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Excel, and the likes. Of course, in the other one as well, you can also add that. Then maybe there is Miro as well, and those tools as well anyway. So this one I can bold, so that because the subtitle, I can bold this one as well. So, but this will not be, maybe it's not an e-commerce, maybe it's a web application. But another thing that would really make a lot of sense is now to give it a name. What is the name of that project? So, like for instance, the last guys, they worked on Long Reach Way, and you cannot say an e-commerce application. Okay, then, so maybe this is now prep major, a web application, or maybe a digital transformation project. Okay. And that is that. So then put some space, and that's what you need. So now the question is, why do I need to put the tools here and tools here as well? And even though I've got some of these tools listed here anyway. So, okay, this I need to change to tools. Yeah. So, and I have tools there, and I also have it here. So, for instance, let's say they are looking for someone with Azure there, right? So, and they do Control F on my, to say Azure, or let's say DevOps only. DevOps. Okay. As you can see, DevOps appears 5 places, right? So, and you can see where it appears, right? On the tools, yeah, in here, within the descriptions, in here, also on the row, and also you can see here as well, right? So if I only put it at the top, right, it means that I would only see one count, right? And they might say, hey, this CV is not really strong because I haven't used Azure DevOps that much, right? So that this is one way to play on that number. So ensure that the tools that you are using is on your roles, right? Description, and as well, you put it under each of the projects. At least within a role, you have one, right? And also project, you have one. That is 2, and you have one at the top. At least you're going to have 3 places that this particular word is mentioned, or the buzzword is mentioned. That is something that you should do. So, and I think another thing that I think, so I can put responsibilities. Okay, so that's another thing that you also need to put in the project. You can as well change this. To be honest, that's another thing that we can also change. So this can be the same, right? So format project, right? So that we have that in there. So Long Reach, and that's it. And the second one is this, yeah. So, and that's it. And then you put the tools, yeah. the same thing you need to do for the next job as well anyway. So, and it goes on and on. Right now, we've done 2-page CV. So if you have 2 rows now, it's going to be, let's say, 3-page CV. So, and this is what I want. Yeah, if you need to put on your CV. We started with the name, right? Then you put the address and your postcode, telephone number, email address. And if you are British, you put nationality. If you don't require any authorization, you put I do not require any authorization. Then your profile summary or objective, you can change that to profile summary if you want anyway. So then the skills that you have, you can add that one as well. Then you have your education, right? You can put the education. And another thing that also could come into here, right, which I think is also important, right? So which I think you can add, let's say here, is to say certification. So that is different from education. So if you have any professional certification, then you can add those things at the top in there as well. So let's say I've got OCP, Oracle certified professional. So, and if you know the date, you can add the date as well. So let me just leave that for now. Then, so, and you can put the organization, Oracle University, that's what it's called. Then Microsoft certified developer. So, and so 2020, then you can put that one is from Microsoft. So another one is from Master certification. And then let's say that is 2012. So, and if you, yeah, you can also put the organization anyway. So that is that. So, and so for me, like I said, I will prefer that the profile summaries and everything, it's in one page anyway. So for that, I need to view done. So I want to expand the page. So view ruler. So I want to expand this one to go down because I want to ensure that all this comes to the top. So I would also expand this one, the other, so that, yeah, and this is one anyway. So I want, so another thing to do if you save and you still have a lot to put on the front page and you don't have time, you don't have space, you can convert this one into columns, right? So like this could be in column, in, let's say, just search for a column. So, and you can add them in different columns anyway. So yeah, so that is one way to do that. So yeah, okay, that did come up. Okay, yeah, first thing you need to highlight anyway. Two columns, all right, and that's that. So that's another thing you can do to save the space. But if you are doing this, you ensure that it aligns. So if I've got something like this, one thing I can also do instead of using this is to create a table. I would insert a table. That's another thing. So I would say, okay, insert table, 2x2 table, right? And I can put them on that particular table so that they are And one thing, I want a table without any space, any line. So you can also do that as well anyway, so to save the time. But one thing that I want to let you know is like in everything that you do, and ensure that the front page is only one line anyway. It's only one page anyway, then the rest is your experience. So yeah, I think this is where I'm going to stop today in terms of CV, because we have other thing to cover later in the evening anyway. So yeah, any question on this? Yeah, if anyone has got any question, we can stop recording now. Thank you.